Friends, this is video second on profit and loss for standard 6 and 7. Before going through this numericals, solving those and understanding the problems, remember you are supposed to watch and understand the fundamentals from video 1 on profit and loss. It's very important. This level 2 video is going to be a tough one, very important problems. I have made some markings over there, all star problems. If you feel while solving any doubt, any query, you can contact me, you can send me message. My number is 9422193395. Feel free to talk with Dikshit sir. Let's start with question 1, profit and loss level 2, standard 6 and standard 7. A owned an article worth rupees 10,000. He sold it to B at a profit of 10%. I have represented it with a diagram. See, this is fellow A. He owned an article worth rupees 10,000. See, when I was discussing this problem in my classroom, some students had doubt that is it the cost price for A? No. He has not bought this article. He owned an article whose worth is 10,000. It's not necessary that he has bought this article. It might have happened that he got a gift from someone who an article was gifted to him by some relative whose worth is rupees 10,000. You can take it in this way. Fine. He sold it to B at a profit of 10%. See, B and A sold it to B at a profit of 10%. I'm explaining you in a diagrammatic way. 10% based on the worth of the article. Worth of that article is 10,000. It was sold to B for a profit of 10%. Fine. Next, B sold the article back to A at a loss of 10%. See, B sold the same article back to A, but he met a loss of 10%. How much did A make in these transactions? A sold it to B at a profit, B sold it to A at a loss of 10%. So finally, what was A's earning in this particular transaction? Make it simple, solve it in 2 steps. See, A sold this article at 10% profit. See, look here, selling price of the article by A to B. This is 110 upon 100 into 10,000. See, this formula, how you will apply this, 10,000 rupees is the cost, is the worth of that article. You have to find out the selling price of this article by raising 10% profit. So this is a direct formula for getting the answer. So it is like, if 10% profit, so write 110 in the numerator and denominator 100 multiplied by 10,000 worth of that article. If the profit would have been 20%, then you would have written over here as 120 upon 100 into 10,000. If profit is 30%, then 130 upon 100 into 10,000. It's simple. So answer is 11,000. What is this 11,000 actually? It is the selling price of A. So A sold it to B for 11,000 and he earned 10% profit. Now 11,000 rupees is cost price for B. Are you getting it? 11,000 rupees is cost price. See, I have written over here, selling price of A is equal to cost price of B. Now the story continues further. B sold it back to A at 10% loss. So now we have to calculate at what price B sold it to A with 10% loss. The same formula you have to apply. See, the selling price of the article by B to A with 10% loss is calculated as, it is now loss, not a profit. So 100 minus 10, it comes out to 90. So 90 upon 100 into 11,000. What is 11,000? 11,000 was the cost price of that article for B. So 11,000 into 90 by 100. If the loss is 20%, here we would have written 80 upon 100. If the loss would have been 25%, we would have written here 75 upon 100 into 11,000. So it's quite simple, and we got an answer 9,900. Friends, if you are understanding, see, A sold it to B for 11,000, and again A bought it from B for 9,900. An article was sold for 11,000 and bought back for 9,900, which is less than what it was sold for. That means A is in profit. So by how much he is in profit? So profit earned by A is, he sold it for 11,000 and bought back for 9,900. So 1100 rupees or 1,100 is the profit earned by A. Let's continue with second question. A person sells 320 mangoes at the cost price of rupees 400 mangoes. See, it's not rupees 400, students, my dear friends, just focus. All, see, I made 2 stars over here, a very important problem. A person sells 320 mangoes at the cost price of 400 mangoes. Now see, 400 mangoes, whatever might be his cost price, is equal to the selling price of 320. This is what he says. And what is his profit percent? If you don't practice such problem, you need to practice this, and if you don't, it's difficult for you to survive in this competitive exams. Let us see how we solve this. Let the cost price of one mango be rupees 1. See, the person sells, the problem given is different. I have started it that the cost price of one mango is rupees 1. Now what he says is, he sells 320 mangoes at cost price of 400 mango. See, that is, selling price of 320 mangoes is equal to cost price of 400 mangoes. Is it? It's directly given in the problem, and this is not rupees, this is not amount. This is, he says, selling price on 320 mangoes is equal to cost price of 400 mangoes, but we know cost price of one mango was rupees 1. So cost price of 400 mangoes will be 400 into 1, that is rupees 400. We got now selling price for 320 mangoes. Cost price of one mango we had assumed rupees 1. So cost price of 320 mangoes will be 320 into 1, that is rupees 320. See, if you go stepwise, we got some numbers. We have selling price for 320 mangoes and we have cost price for 320 mangoes, and now we are going to calculate profit percent. But before profit percent, we need to know the profit. So profit is selling price minus cost price, that is 400 minus 320. So it's equal to rupees 80. This is profit amount. Percentage profit is equal to profit amount divided by cost price into 100. This is the formula which we use quite frequently in video number 1, level 1. Again I am using it. Let's revise it. Profit percent is equal to profit amount upon cost price into 100. Profit amount is 80 upon 320 into 100. So it comes to 25%. You got the problem? Let us move ahead with question number 3. This is again a double star question. This particular video is very important. I started with the same thing. I am repeating it again. Practice it in your notebook. Just don't watch the videos. Practice these numericals in your notebook. A shopkeeper gains 20% while buying the goods and 30% while selling them. He gains 20% while buying the goods and 30% while selling them. Now, how come a fellow gains 20% while buying the good? That is, he buys the goods at a lesser price than the market. So, he earns 20% while buying, and he then raises the price and sells, and he earns 30%. This is how it goes. He earns in buying and he earns in selling also. But and he had asked us find his total gain percentage. Now, how to begin with the problem? Let the cost price of the goods be rupees 100. I have assumed the cost price of the goods or the article which he bought is rupees 100. As the shopkeeper gains 20% at the time of buying, shopkeeper has gained 20%. The shopkeeper buys the article worth 120. See, this 120 rupees is not given. If you try to understand, cost price is rupees 100. The worth of that article, that means the article was actually of rupees 120, but he bought it how, I don't know, or you need not to think over it. The worth of that article was 120, but he made somehow he bought that article for rupees 100. So while buying that article, he earned 20% on this. Are you getting? That is 20%. How come? 100, 20% of 100 is rupees 20. So 120 rupees wala article he bought at 100. So he earned 20%. Clear? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now the selling price. Now the selling price is, he had said in our problem, the selling price, that is he earns 30% while selling them. See, now we have to raise, or we have to calculate the selling price. This, if you recollect, a couple of minutes back we used this. 120 rupees is the original price or the price, and he earns 30% on it. So the selling price will be 130 upon 100 into 120. So his selling price is rupees 156. Is it clear? Now selling price is 156. So percentage gain is gain upon cost price into 100. 156 is his selling price, and we had assumed his cost price to be rupees 100. So gain is 156 minus 100, selling price minus cost price is his gain, divided by cost price is 100 into 100, because we have to calculate percentage. 100 gets cancelled, so answer comes out to 56%. Actually we got the answer in 3 steps. Fine, but conceptually this problem was very nice. Go through it twice and solve it in your notebook. Next, question number 4, again a double star problem. A bookseller bought 200 textbooks for 12,000 rupees. He wanted to sell them at a profit so that he gets 20 books free. Arey Bhagwan, unable to understand. So read it again. A bookseller bought 200 textbooks. So let us try to collect the data. Cost price of 200 textbooks is given 12,000 rupees. Perfect. He wanted to sell them at a profit so that he gets 20 books free. Means what? He sold these 200 books at such a price that 20 books, the cost price of 20 books was actually his profit, so that 20 books become free. That means, again I'll explain you. See, I've written it in an equation form. Selling price, he sold the same 200 books, selling price of 200 books is equal to 200 books cost price plus cost price of 20 books. How come this cost price of 20 books? Because he sold these 200 books at a higher price such that 20 books free that doesn't mean he gave free books. He wants to the problem in the problem he wants to say that his profit was equal to 20 books price. So therefore selling price will be calculated as our cost price plus the cost price of 20 books, this is added to it and it is our selling price. Are you getting? So and now if you see cost price of 200 books plus cost price of 20, so it is cost price of 220 books. Cost price of 220 books is selling price of 200 books. So 200 books were sold at a price of 220 books. That means selling price will be more than this cost price. Let us calculate this. See, cost price of 200 textbook is 12,000. I have written here cost price of 200 books is 12,000. So cost price of 220 books is equal to an empty box. If you cross this, an empty box equal to, see, this 220 multiplied by 12,000 divided by 200. 220 into this cross, 220 into 12,000 divided by 200. So I got an answer 13,200. Now what is this 13,200? This is the cost price of 220 books, which is over here. But cost price of 220 books is nothing but our selling price. So finally we are reaching to what? See, if you go through the problem again, cost price of 200 books is 12,000. Now selling price of 200 books will be 13,200. So selling price of 200 books is 13,200. Now profit is equal to selling price minus cost price, and of course this is on 200 books. So 13,200 minus 12,000, so it is 1,200 rupees is profit on 200 books. Now percentage profit is profit divided by cost price into 100, that is 1,200 upon 12,000 into 100. So answer comes to 10%. Let us begin with next and last problem. If Ashok makes a profit of 25% on selling price, if Ashok makes a profit of 25%, but remember it is on selling price, friends, just mark it. If it is not mentioned, profit percentage is always on cost price. If never ever it is given, but you have to assume that the profit percentage is always on cost price. But here he specifically says that this profit percentage is on selling price. So what will be his profit on cost price? Now see, let us start. Let the selling price be rupees 100. We have to assume over here the selling price as 100. So he says profit of 25% on selling price. So profit is equal to 25% of SP, 25 by 100 into 100, that is rupees 25. Selling price is 100, profit is 25. So cost price will be selling price minus profit, that is 100 minus 25, so rupees 75. Why we are doing so? Because we have to calculate the profit on cost price. So first of all we got profit, then cost price, and now profit percentage on cost price is profit upon cost price into 100 is equal to 25 by 75 into 100, and that is 33 1/3%. Hope you understood this. These all 5 problems were very good level profit and loss. We shall be continuing with same or one level up problems in video number 3. We shall be uploading video 3 on profit and loss again with a higher level problems. So till then I'll stop here. Also remember or do not forget to subscribe our channel. For any query you can contact Dikshit sir. My phone number is 94221 93395. Thank you.